until I was like, I'm waiting for Love Island season 8. I need something to watch. And I kept seeing clips of kept seeing clips of the Jersey Shore family vacation on YouTube. So I was like, okay, why not? Let me see what I can watch it on. And yeah, so I believe I'm on season 2 or 3. Not 1, but 2. 2 or 3. I'm on season 2 or 3. That's a weird way to say 3, but I'm on season 2 or 3 of that show. And Mike and Lawrence just got married, so I was like, oh my goodness, like he's a completely different man than who he was whenever like the original Jersey Shore was on. He used to be so full of himself and just mean to everybody, but now he's like done a complete 360 and he's a completely different person, and now he's married. And Ronnie had a baby with Jen, not Jenny, JWoww, but Jen, his girlfriend, or baby mama, I guess, because they're always off and on, even when she was pregnant. So they had a baby together, but she is very like toxic. They're in a really like a nasty relationship, honestly, because she's crazy. And well, I guess I can't really like say that she's crazy because first I don't know like their situation. I only see what they tell me or what they show. But I think I'm gonna pause it because I think somebody's gonna go out the front door and I don't want them to slam it. So give me a second. So they had their baby, and yeah, I was like, oh my goodness, hopefully it gets better after. And it got worse and worse and worse, and the baby's not even like a year old yet and they're going through it. But I mean, I guess I don't know, to each their own. Honestly, I feel really bad for him because he keeps like she just keeps putting her hands on him, and it's just not okay. But yeah, and the roommates keep telling him like, Ron, what are you doing? Like, you need to leave her. Like, hello. But he's just, I think he grew up in a household, he said, without his dad, or like his parents were separated. So he just wants to like give his daughter like a family, keep his family together. But at what cost? You know what I mean? Like, I feel bad. And everyone's just like over it. They're like, we try to help, we try to give you advice, like we're tired of it, we're tired of hearing about it, we don't want to be around her. Like, they hardly want to be around him. But I just feel like if you say that you're a family, or even, well, that's mostly what they say, like we're a family. So families should show up for each other. I understand like tough love and like they need to learn by themselves, but it doesn't mean that you should turn your back on them. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to ask them about their situation, but like just being there for them and not judging them, I think it goes a lot more, or it goes a long way, than just like turning a blind eye and allowing them to go through something like that. So I feel like it's like, I mean, I really don't know like what word choice is right, but to me it seems a little bit selfish of them to like just let him be, you know what I mean? But I don't know, I guess like you can only say something to somebody for so long before that's just like exhausting being around them or being around the situation, because they're not doing anything to get out of it. But yeah, so aside from that, Dina's pregnant, and I believe she just had her baby actually in the episode that I'm on. And Snooki's pregnant actually, so that's cool because she wanted to get pregnant, or she was like had been trying. So that was really cool. Good for them. And what else? Oh, and then Jenny and Roger are going through a divorce. So that is getting a little messy because he decided to take it to social media and like just make it public instead of keeping things between them and like in the house. So she's just like, oh my gosh, like I wonder if Ron and Jen are like, oh, like look at how the tables turn, you know, because Jen face and be like, you guys need to keep that off of the internet and this and that, you know. And then now look, her relationship is like plastered over the internet. Well, it was, because this was filmed in like 2019, at least the episodes that I'm on. So yeah, they're very, 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 very drama filled. I mean, go figure. Like that's the whole basis of the show. And let's see, what else? I think the most like unproblematic person is Pauly D. I don't want to say Vinny because he's something else. Like, I feel like he doesn't really like being like how they used to be, you know, like he's like, oh, I'm grown, like I don't want to do this cringe stuff anymore, or like he gets embarrassed and stuff like that. And I feel like just like being a quote unquote public figure just kind of got to him a little bit. Not necessarily that he's like his ego is like inflated, but like I feel like the negative side of media kind of like got to him a little bit, as far as like not really wanting to fully be himself, unless that's just who he is. I don't know, but to me, like, girl, maybe I'm projecting, I don't know, but to me it just seems that like he gets embarrassed really easy, and like he's doing this keto diet, so I'm like, maybe a little bit of insecurities were like picked up from the media or something like that. So I don't know, but he's trying to be a comedian, I guess, and like he's always like making jokes about literally everybody and anything, which I mean, that's what him and Pauly do, so whatever. But yeah, and then I feel like the person that really didn't change a lot was Pauly for one, and Snooki for two, because she's just like, I don't know, she's still herself, like Spiral Squad, always wanting to get drunk and like have fun and stuff, but she like got sick, like had a hangover pretty much from like one of the nights, and then she was like, oh my gosh, like I might be pregnant. So then her and Jenny went and bought a pregnancy test, and she took it and it was negative, which thank God, because she had been drinking like nonstop. So it came out negative, and then she was just like, oh man, I guess I'm just old, like I can't do it like I used to, you know, because she was hungover and got sick from that, and she never throws up aside from whenever she was pregnant, I guess. So they were just like, oh my god, what is it gonna be? They're like, what, like, you know, like positive, negative, whatever. And then they introduced, well, in the first season they brought Angelina out to Miami for like a reconciliation pretty much, and for her to like you know, make amends. And the girls were just like, what the heck is she doing here? Like, are you kidding me? And Jenny was like on her head, like she was going in on her. But then like at the end, she ended up being like fine with them, I guess. But then season 2 rolls around, and her and Jenny are at odds because like they were talking about each other online. So she was just like, like I'm not just gonna like sit there and take it anymore, like I don't have to, you know. So when she came back, because after the first season everybody was like, oh yeah, like we want to get to know you outside of this, like in our normal lives, not when like the cameras are going around, you know. So they were like, we're gonna exchange numbers, unblock you, all this stuff. But the only one that did that was Snooki. So she was just like everybody else, like what happened? They said this, they said that, but then like where are they? You know, like they didn't unblock me, and now she's talking about me. So it's like I'm not gonna come in here and be all buddy if they're gonna act like that. So Snooki ended up like meeting up with her in season 2, and they were good, they're friends. And Jenny was just like stink face, like how dare you be her friend, pretty much. And she surprised them and brought Angelina has like made amends again, but I just feel like they're always going at each other, like regardless if they're on good terms or not. Like something always pops off, and then one of them is butthurt and like talking crap. So what was I gonna say? Oh, so also in season 2, Angelina was like super touchy-feely with Vinny, and like supposedly they hate each other. Like she doesn't like him. She's always talking about him, but then it's like always on him whenever she gets drunk. Like she wants to be all up in his face, wants to be like touching him and all this stuff. And she has a fiance, so they're just like, Angelina, what are you doing? Like, hello, back it up, girl. But she's just like, oh no, like he understands who I am. Like my fiance doesn't care, blah blah blah. Which when we met him, whenever we met him, he was literally like wanting to sandwich Angelina between Vinny and him. So they were just like, okay, maybe then maybe like they're swingers, or maybe Chris likes this. Like maybe he wants Angelina to be with Vinny, or like whatever. You know what I mean? And I was just like, yikes! Like, oh my gosh, this is so awkward. Then yeah, so like apparently he was like totally fine with everything. Like he was not getting upset, not scolding them or anything. So then Vinny was like, oh my gosh, does Chris like this? Like what is going on? But he was getting a little like scared, not scared, but like like not creeped out either, but like what am I gonna do? Like in those situations where it's like somebody's like in your face and stuff, and you're just like kind of like uncomfortable, but it's still kind of like a joke or whatever, because of their dynamic. You know what I mean? It's hard to explain unless like you've seen it, or like I guess like the vibe I'm talking about. But I realize I'm not like the greatest storyteller. Like I get so excited to tell a story and then I forget half the details. But yeah, so when they were in Vegas, Ron and Polly both live in Vegas, so that's why they were like, okay, like everybody just fly out to Vegas. Like Polly was like, I'll arrange it. You guys come. Like let's all just support Ron. And even then, he said that he had a fight with Jen in order for the roommates to meet his baby and stuff, because she was just like not having it and calling him all these things and stuff. So yeah, I get pretty much all the drama that was in season 1 and 2 was based around Ron, because him and Jen are constantly fighting, and it was just like the running quote unquote joke. And then right before Mike's wedding, he like addressed it. He was like, you guys, like I really don't appreciate how like I've become like the butt of the joke and I can't be myself. I haven't been bubbly or outgoing, not bubbly, but he was like, I haven't been outgoing, I haven't been talking as much because I just feel like you guys don't care. And Polly was like, wait a minute, like what is going on? This isn't the talk that I thought that we were gonna get, because he thought that he was gonna explain why he's been lying to them about like everything that's been happening with Jen, because he'll be like, oh no, it's fine, or he'll like blatantly lie and say that like he got jumped or something when it was just Jen that was doing it to him. So they were kind of caught off guard because of that. They were just like what do you expect? Like what do you want us to do when you're literally setting us up for jokes? Like because Vinny was like, Ron, you make jokes too, and like you say these things and then like we joke along with you. Like they didn't think it was that serious, but he was really like upset about it, because he was like, I can't do anything without you guys like laughing or making it a joke or whatever, even though it's like my life, it's serious. And I just feel so bad for him. Oh my gosh. Like even in the original Jersey Shore, he was with Sam, and I just feel like he could never catch a break. Granted, like he did cheat on her and stuff like that, so it's like what goes around comes around. Like if you do something, like obviously you're not gonna get good results, you know what I mean? But I just feel like he doesn't know how to stay single, or doesn't want to be single, so he was just like, I'm gonna put up with it, like I'll just keep going back to it, small good moments over like these grand, big, like bad moments, you know? Oh, ouch. So, yeah, I just feel so bad for him. And I hope that he just gets the help that he needs and fixes things in his life. For his sake, for the baby's sake, like all of it, you know what I mean? His mental health it just seems like it's going downhill, and I feel bad. They're like, Ron, your body's like deteriorating. You look so skinny. But only time will tell, I suppose. And again, this was like 7 years ago, so I'm sure that he's not with her anymore, but I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to look anything up. I just want to wait and see how it goes, because I know that they filmed during those times and like it's all on there, so I might as well just watch it, and then I can fact check certain things after I learn it, you know what I mean? But yeah, and then yesterday, June 2nd, Love Island USA just dropped, and I was like, finally, I've been waiting. And I was telling my boyfriend, I was like, the cast this time seems like ordinary people. Like, they don't seem like they got influencers or anybody famous or like with a big following or anything like that. It seems like they went for like down to earth. Well, I mean, like down to earth. I did quotes. It seems like everybody's like normal people, which I think is good, because like things aren't getting to their head. Nobody feels like they have to like manipulate or control everything. I feel like with season 7, how Ace and Shelly were trying to manipulate everybody into like choosing them, and like, you know, just manipulating the public's view of them in the villa. But based off of what I seen, it wasn't gonna happen. Like, you guys are not who you say you are. You're putting up a front. You're faking it and all this stuff, you know. And that's just my opinion. We're all entitled to our own opinion. That's mine, because they just gave me the biggest ick and biggest headache. Like, you guys, enough already. Like, I don't know. That was a pretty controversial season, I would say. And if I'm being honest, I didn't even watch it because I didn't like that. It seemed like they were trying to recreate season 6, and I didn't like the vibes, really. I feel like it was just like, it was just too much. And I feel like everybody was like jumping on the Huda bandwagon, or like the Huda hate train, you know? Saying that like she's this horrible person and this and that, and how could she do this? How could she say these things like on TV and all this stuff, you know? Or like the type of person that she is. And I'm like, if I was in that position, if I was in this situation, anybody in their right mind going through those things, I feel like would have a similar reaction. Maybe not to the extent of like calling him out of his name like all the time, or like crashing out all the time, but like, in my opinion, it was like, what do you want me to do? I'm going crazy in here. Don't have clocks, don't have phone, don't have books, don't have nothing to fill my time with, aside from people that are like lying to me, or you know what I mean? Like, it's just not a healthy environment. So I feel like the outcome and the reactions reflects that, you know? And I don't know. I just feel like all the hate was pretty unwarranted. Like, if you don't like somebody, then okay, but you don't have to like wish them ill will or anything like that. Just like keep it moving, keep it pushing. Don't follow them. Don't keep up with them. Like, worry about something else if she bothers you that much, you know? But listen, girl, I'm just an observer. I don't know what was going on supposed to say, he said that you weren't his typical type. I feel like you could have got the hint from there and not put all your eggs in that basket or gotten so like butthurt or attached. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, okay, like good to know. I'm gonna go and explore other people too. Or when the bombshell comes in, I'm gonna go and explore that. But I can tell like she wears her heart on her sleeve, and it's hard to separate emotions from facts or like see the bigger picture right away. I'm sure like later on she's gonna be like, oh, this was for the best, you know? But yeah, I was just like, dang, it kind of sucks for people like that to go in there, because like Love Island is about exploring, it's about different people, it's about testing your connection too. So it's like you can't really fault them for doing that. But then again, everybody processes things differently, and everybody has different emotions about certain things, you know, because of their own experiences. So I'm really curious to see who she ends up with, for one, and two, to how the whole show is gonna go. Right now, her and Sean, their couple ended up like leaving and testing a new connection with the first bombshells. And even Sean was like, oh dang, like I wasn't expecting that, because we had good chemistry. I thought we had a good thing going, you know. But again, it's the first day. Give them grace. Allow them to explore. Allow them to try things out, you know. So Sean ended up making Kenzie breakfast the next day, and then she was like, oh my god, like this is so nice, like I love that you did that and this and that. And so I feel like she's gonna try to like latch onto him. Well, I mean, that's a little harsh, but I feel like she's gonna like try to couple up with him, or just explore that to see how that goes. So yeah, I'm very curious. Let's see if they end up together.